Welcome to Mythril Markham's. This is Arms and Antics, a podcast about two veteran brothers with a military past and a fantasy future. I'm Alex Markham, a former Navy sailor, now novice LARPer, swapping battleships for backwoods with my big bro.
Hey, I'm Kyle Markham, United States Marine Corps veteran. I traded a 10-ton howitzer for a giant sword. I promise you, I am not compensating.
Yeah, okay, Kyle. Together we're diving into the world of foam combat equipment loadouts and hopefully a bit of fun along the way.
And we're excited to announce we're going to be going to Fayhaven LARP this September. This is my first LARP event, and I'm excited to learn along the way.
Well, let's get started, bro.
Let's get it.
Heck yeah! Now I'll start the podcast!
Yeah. I heard that we could use missiles, magic missiles.
Oh, is that what we're crafting today? Magic missile for Kyle.
Yeah, maybe. I only do purple ones, as Marines. We all like one specific color. There's some people that like different color crayons, but, purple is my thing, the color of royalty. So, we're going to be doing some purple magic missiles.
I'm doing a purple royal flush with that color.
So, Alex, how was your week this week? I know you're the one that usually runs the podcast, but I kind of want to see how your week was.
It was actually pretty good. So I talked to some interesting people the other night. So we might actually have them on the podcast to talk about like 3D printing. And honestly, just getting more people interested. I have a cool D&D group that we do. And we talk about all fantasy stuff, so world building and or adapting and creating characters. So we got some people we can have on too. So I'm excited for everybody that's supporting us so far.
I know you started the Discord group this week. I know we have how many people right now?
I think we're at 14.
Yeah, and that's all. That's all. I mean, it's really like 75 because I have so many different personalities. But yeah, I know you've done a lot of work on that, so I'm super excited for that. You started that portion of the podcast and the whole community that we're starting. My week has been pretty interesting with real estate. It has been very challenging. Loving some of my clients. They definitely are a ton of fun to work with. So. And then going through like a business slash personality building course. I was up for 25 hours yesterday, so I got some sleep. So I'm pretty energized.
Okay, Kyle.
Yeah, no. So ever since we really started talking about this whole LARP thing, you know how much 3D printing armor stuff has been coming across my feed.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I think it's super sweet. Like, I mean, I don't have a 3D printer. I'm already trying to learn so much about LARPing that I kind of might just have to have you print all my 3D printed armor, like, things. So,
we're definitely thinking about we're doing a workshop where we can go through actually like from literally the ground up of like making your custom prints and armor.
Right.
And putting in different like cloth inlays, so it could be actually more like a shirt and just 3D print inside.
That would be awesome. So like you could definitely get
actually making light but durable chainmail. That would be really cool. I think
so,
we can do that in the craft section.
Alex, I got a question. Could I get like a compression shirt that fits me not super snug, but that you could then like do the chainmail 3D printing and then glue it on there for me? Could you do that?
Probably not gluing. I mean, there's some interesting techniques, and like I said, I'll get some more knowledge on this.
We'll definitely have to do another episode.
I think for that idea, the compression shirt would just be like I would make layers of chainmail and put them over you so that you just have the compression shirt, and it being like plastic or resin,
right?
It'll be really lightweight. But that like the other technique is literally having like a kind of I would say like not like a chicken wire, it's
like a
light
mesh
see-through fabric.
Okay.
Yeah, mesh. There you go. Yeah, mesh. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, like perfect. It's like a mesh because then the plastic let resin literally go through without melting it, and then it literally can seal in the layers.
Oh, like I had so similar to like I think some dude was printing like a a fully 3D or 3D printed like purse. I think that came across. It was just something about 3D printing, something like that, right?
Yeah, there's that thing that Disney made too. That'll come out pretty soon too. That'll be amazing. Right. Where it was it was 3D printing flexible resins in like a vat of like gel essentially, so they can do the print layers. They made that purse, right? So that technology will essentially come out to the public too. Because that would be amazing to actually do.
Reason why
giant things.
So the reason why I was thinking, yeah. So the reason why I was thinking that was because we don't live in the same state. We don't even live in like one state next to each other, and we won't see each other until August. So we'll be super close to when Fayhaven is. So I was thinking if I could find a compression shirt down here that fits me, not like super snug where it stretches, but it's not loose so that you don't get my full form, and then be able to 3D print those one print like armor things. I was thinking that might be a way for us to be able to get like at least some of my armor kind of figured out.
Time is up.
Yeah, oh for sure. I 100% after these next couple of weeks,
right,
we'll be going over all the things that I already have, and then all the things that we're gonna build together, and the things because we're gonna outfit each other color wise. We're gonna do the whole shebang and document it. So don't worry about your armor sets and stuff like that. We're gonna figure out who your character is, what they're gonna look like, and what they're gonna be wearing. That's gonna be functional and fashionable.
Right, and I really wanted to do this quick. It's not really even like a full podcast. It's really just a quick kind of intro to us, a little bit of like what's going on with us like this first week, this episode 0. So, but I'd like to kind of talk about what is our topics for the next couple weeks. I know we had a couple different ideas, and maybe the people in the comment section below can kind of tell us which ones they want to hear, first, and kind of get interactive down there in the YouTube and the Facebook groups on this video. I think that'd be great. So what are some of your ideas of stuff that we could be doing coming up in the next couple months with our episodes of the podcast?
Yeah, honestly, so I figured we would each episode kind of like tackle each one of these like mini channels that I put there that everybody have access to and can for sharing. So obviously, like the first one in the game prep and lore, we're going to be going down the list here on all those. So like the first one would be me and you going over LARP rules and the guidelines.
Okay, and then I can ask questions. The great thing about that one, the great thing about that topic is that we could, you can kind of explain, since I've never done the LARP thing before, the LARP thing before, that you can kind of explain that. I can ask questions. And then also people on this video, I think that should be a great episode 1. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. And then there's a section here in, let's see, is there resources? What do I do? Might be, I think it might be an event and meet us. Oh, no, podcast planning. There you go. So yeah, so anybody so we have the text channel. So there's the main party, which we can do for setting up different parties and things that we want to do and different events of get-togethers, group ups. There's podcast planning. So that's literally either in the chat here or in podcast planning. You can put advice. Let's see, what did I put down there? It is podcast planning, topic planning, guest ideas, announcement suggestions, Q&A events, recaps, and community Discord discussions. So you can put that all there for episode 1, episode 2, whatever, so on and so forth. Yeah. And then also we'll have some media we have the media channel underneath it for the last section in there. And that'll be for photos, videos, highlights from us doing Ren Fairs or us interacting and doing stuff.
And I was thinking for episode 2, because we're going over the rules on episode 1, and a little bit kind of spanning off of each of those rules, kind of like I probably will come up with the scenarios like, oh, would this affect this, that, and the other? But I think episode 2, we really should start diving into building each character, because coming from production and stuff like that, you always want to kind of build the backstory of the character. So yeah, you can fledge out like style and all that stuff before you even start the armor portion of it.
Well, that's why I organized the game prep and lore section, which will be, like I said, first sort of doing the rules and guidelines, so at least you get a fundamental idea of what you're creating in software. And the next one is character concepts. So you can throw up your character concepts, so that people can follow us in there. Next will be the garb and costumes, so that'll be like us kind of putting your character and stuff together. Moving on to like forge and crafts, so like all the things like 3D print shirts that you were just talking about, putting that kind of stuff and those ideas. Then moving on to like trainings, like getting yourself in shape, so you can wear like heavy armor and run out in the field.
Well, that's why I'm going. That's why I'm going with lighter, like a shirt and like 3D printed stuff, because I ain't trying to wear no legit. And there's the pup coming in.
Speaking of pup, I gotta go let Atlas out real quick.
Okay, but yeah, I
don't
think
know if you want to take away asking questions or following up or reading.
Yeah, I think
feel free to go ahead and read one of the sections real quick.
I definitely
they all have community descriptions on them.
Well, I mean, if people watching this,
let me just walk out real quick and let the dog outside. Yeah, okay, you take it away.
So yeah, so we'll do that episode 3, and then we're talking about garbs and stuff like that. Episode 4, I really would like to talk about the more minute details of getting ready and understanding what should I bring to one of these events, what you shouldn't bring. And we're going to be doing another episode on, what you should be bringing to your LARP event. If it's a multi-day event, we're going to be doing that, which I think is a really good idea. So that first-time people like that I'm going to be doing these LARP things will be able to really prep properly for these LARP events. And Alex, what I was saying is to the audience, I was saying on like episode 4 or 5, something like that, we can do what you should be bringing to these LARP events. Since it's my first time doing any sort of like one of these events, especially being a multi-day event, I think it really would be a benefit for these people that are going to possibly staying on site at one of these events, or spending a whole day, what they should be bringing with them. I think that'd be a good, almost like a packing prep list, even though it's going to be 2 months early. I think it's a good one for anybody that's going to an event before we're going. We can definitely do like what you should be bringing to one of these events, and then I can throw stuff out there that probably regular people that have never done one of these events would think of bringing. And you'd be like, oh, you don't want to bring it for this reason. Because I know you've done that LARP event down in, was it Tennessee?
It's Kentucky.
Kentucky. I knew it was somewhere. Kentucky. It wasn't, it wasn't the pan, it was the chicken on top of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I got tornadoed there, so that's a heck of a story.
Yeah. We're going to have to go over that one time of like how that all kind of what like that event did properly during that event. I think it'd be good. Everything, even though if somebody doesn't fully do something well, there's always some sort of positive within an event that somebody took care of.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the big thing here, to also address your other question about what to bring and what to do.
Right.
That's in the next section after training grounds is the camp setup.
Right.
So it's literally, it'll be like us learning what we're going to do, camp inside, outside camping, or like, so out of game camping, in-game camping, and everything we need to bring to prepare for it. And that was one of the big factors in what you were just talking about is with I don't want to badmouth, but with that LARP experience is that they had a terrible campground setup for all of us.
Right.
And so this is like historically accurate or fantasy accurate camping, almost first and foremost.
Right.
So you got to really know how you're camping and have a good campground,
right,
or camping area, or some or venue. Basically, is venue. So with my event planning as a resort and attraction management degree, I learned a lot about event planning. So I gathered and took a lot away from that. And unfortunately, a lot of negative. And it wasn't just the weather that bothered me, as you can kind of hear from me talking about like event planning and not having campsites. Me and you camped as young, like, in our youth, and we loved kind of glamping, like campground. I'm like,
we've done both.
Do and start for happy.
We've done both. I mean, when we used to come down here to Florida, and I can say come down here to Florida because I live in Florida, so all my Floridians, where you at? We've Oh God, it's they call it Ohio for a reason. Like it's not. That's why it's the bane of so many jokes, because it's not as good as Florida. Okay. But we're both from Michigan. We're Michiganders at heart, though. But we're Michiganders at heart. You know, you just live there. You basically live in Michigan, anyways, Alex. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You basically live in Michigan.
I mean, yeah, I'm 5 minutes down the road, but our dad lived here in this house that I have right now for many grew up here.
Yeah.
And our grandma and grandpa were here.
Right.
They're kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah. Plus, but you got to also think, though, Alex, that part of Ohio used to be Michigan. So, really, you live in Michigan. It just has the state of Ohio in there. I'm just saying. It has the title of Ohio, but it's really Michigan. Don't lie. You know, because if you say you're from Ohio.
Michigan.
But
I live in the most Michigan, Ohio place, and you live in the most
Michigan and Florida place ever. Yeah, Polk County is definitely like a little bit of Michigan, especially where I used to live. I used to live in Lakeland. It is legitimately turns from Florida plates in the summer to Michigan plates in the winter. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we should be giving away too much of our planning on this episode 0 kind of little teaser of the banter that goes back and forth. So, Alex, I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else I really want to, put out on this sneak peek episode. So, how about you do this? How do you get us out of here?
So for our guild members and any subscribers or anything we have, they can view this content early, and as much as we're gonna post on YouTube later. But so yeah, you guys get to enjoy first. Our guild members essentially, and then everybody else can enjoy and join the community. So come on out, come on the channel, start talking, sharing. We'll get together. That's what it's all about.
I'm excited to be on this with you, brother. It's my first experience in the whole LARPing kind of scene, and I feel like, knowing my personality, I'm going to be addicted to doing this LARP stuff, especially with all the actual physical contact. This is not airsoft. I can actually physically hit somebody with something. So
for sure, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You taught me so much stuff when I was growing up and got me into things, and it's about time I taught you something and got you into something.
I'm so tired of teaching you all the time. You got to teach me something. But you guys, thank you for watching this first episode 0 of the podcast. Me and Alex will see you in the next one. Take it easy. God bless.